Patchy to dense fog this early morning, giving way to afternoon sunshine. And of course, we'll talk about the rainfall on the way.
Now this morning, J.D. Vance is coming to La Crosse tomorrow. We'll have more on his trip to Wisconsin. And thousands of students moving into UWL today. The traffic headaches you could run into in a live report. And sexual assault charges filed against a former Viroqua area school employee. We'll have those details for you ahead. Good morning and thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Alexandra Carter on this Wednesday, August 27th, about 6 a.m. right now. Good morning to you. We'll send it over to meteorologist Art Jarrett. You're busy over there this morning.
Yeah.
Got some fog you're tracking.
Yeah, we have some fog out there right now. There's patchy to dense out there. And in fact, we'll see this continue on all the way into at least getting into the 8 o'clock hour, possibly with some dense fog, some River Valley fog, and then extending out to the east. You can see it over there by Eau Claire, getting to the Chippewa Valley, and it can, of course, by La Crosse, dense fog all the way into it, finishing out by at least the 9 o'clock hour. We should be done. And some of that goes into areas right by Sparta as well, and Shelby, and maybe even Holman as well. You can see how heavy it is, but it is receding, heading right back over to the bluffs, heading that direction. Eau Claire, on the other hand, has some patchy to dense fog out there. You're seeing more of that fog redevelop, getting into the areas there. It's mostly in the valley and along some of the rivers and, of course, some of the lakes that are out there right now. So please, and streams, so please be careful. You're getting to at least 54 degrees to 61 as we go through the morning hours. Those 60s will continue all the way into the latter portion of your morning and into the afternoon with 70s on the way. Eau Claire, on the other hand, has 50s to 60s, then 70s as you get in the 11 o'clock hour to 75 as you go into the 1 o'clock hour. How about this, though? Highs today from middle 70s in your forecast, so we are warming up. There are some lows in there as well, some low 70s. We'll also see as well the rainfall on the way from Mason City, and it's on the way over into Black River Falls as well. More about that in just a moment.
Thank you, Art. Thousands of students will move into UWL today. They'll start moving in. That means traffic headaches for La Crosse. News 8 Now, Seth Padilla live on campus with those details for us. Good morning, Seth.
It is officially move-in day here at UWL, and the campus I'm at is set to be packed with students arriving, and it's a big day for La Crosse. Incoming students will affect local businesses and create some traffic jams. Some streets around the university will experience heavier traffic. Streets like Badger Street, Campbell Road, La Crosse Street, Pine, Vine, and West Avenue. And now more than 250 volunteers are set to help with the move-in process. Orientation starts tomorrow, and UWL's first day of class is Tuesday. Live in La Crosse, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now this morning.
All right, Seth, thank you for that update. And Chancellor Beebe is set to give his fall welcome address at 10:30 this morning in the Student Union. He'll talk about campus achievements and priorities for the new school year. Parents in the GET district have a new option this school year, all-day 4K. The district made that switch based on limited childcare options in the area. News 8 Now's Grace Monk has more on the district's increase in 4K enrollment.
Schools across the Coulee region will offer all-day 4K this year. Most districts offered half-day 4K for years, but as Wisconsin's childcare crisis continues to grow, districts like GET decided to make the switch.
Parents were finding that they needed the full-day program because it's so difficult to find daycare.
When families do find childcare, it often comes with a high price tag. While the district's goal was to help parents, Butler says it benefits students as well.
The full-day 4K program will allow us to have a more robust early literacy learning for students, but it will also allow us to provide encore classes like music and library that we wouldn't be able to do with a half-day program.
The La Crosse School District is also offering all-day 4K this year. The area has more childcare options than GET, but parents still face challenges. Superintendent Dr. Aaron Ingle says the district was waiting for the right time to expand the program.
We saw that we had low enrollment in our 4K programs, and so there was kind of an opportunity to offer 4K without dramatically increasing our staffing.
Ingalls says families have asked about all-day 4K for years. While he's excited to give that to parents, it's not the only reason why they expanded the program.
There's some state laws changes that will come into effect for this next school year that provide an alternative pathway for our 4K partners in the childcare.
The 2025 through 2027 biannual budget includes $360 million to support the state's childcare industry. $66 million of that will help childcare facilities start their own 4K programs free of charge.
I'm really excited to see that because we need high quality childcare here. But parallel to that, as a school district, we also need to respond and ensure that we're able to continue to provide the great programs that we do.
Both districts officially kicked off all-day classes this week.
And a reminder for you, from new rules to discounts and deals, News 8 is your back to school resource. Just visit our website and click the back to school tab. A former Viroqua area school employee facing sexual assault charges. Ashley Benson is accused of having sexual relations with a student at Cornerstone Christian Academy. She worked as a secretary there. Police say the victim was 15 when the relationship started. She's out on a $5,000 signature bond. If convicted, she could face up to 6 years in prison. The man who faked his own death gets 89 days in county jail. That's how long the search for him lasted. Ryan Borgwart is the Wisconsin kayaker who fled to Europe to meet a woman. His disappearance prompted weeks of searches on Green Lake. Vice President J.D. Vance will come to La Crosse tomorrow to tout the White House's big, beautiful bill. Democrats are already planning a protest, as News 8 Now's Allison Fergit explains.
This is a very common thing that we see after a major piece of legislation gets enacted.
UWL political science professor Anthony Chergosky says Vance's stop in La Crosse this week is part of Republican strategy to win public opinion on the big, beautiful bill.
There is a very real battle for public opinion right now, with Democrats trying to undermine public confidence in the big, beautiful bill, while people like J.D. Vance are trying to show people the positive implications of the law.
Vance will focus his visit on how the legislation has helped Wisconsin manufacturing. So, how has the bill impacted the industry? Wisconsin Manufacturers and Commerce says its tax provisions are a major win.
It reauthorizes the 2017 Trump-Ryan tax reforms that lowered the corporate tax rate to 21% from 35%. So that's just fundamental competitiveness from our perspective.
The group lobbied hard for the bill to pass. They say what benefits the industry also benefits the state at large.
Manufacturing is what drives the middle class. It's the foundation of our economy. And if manufacturing isn't doing well, neither is the state of Wisconsin.
At La Crosse's Steiger Steel and Fabricating, owner Dan Steiger says he hasn't seen much change to the industry since Trump took office. But he believes the administration's focus on American-made will be beneficial.
The best steel and the best building materials are American-made. So anything that puts the American worker in a position of power.
And he adds that the no tax on overtime will be a huge benefit for his staff.
Being able to have their overtime without it being overtaxed is a tremendous thing for them. I think that's going to be the greatest thing to come out of it.
Reporting in La Crosse, Allison Fergit, News 8 Now, This Morning.
And Vance will be here tomorrow. News 8 Now will have full coverage of his visit. Governor Tony Evers announcing new funds to support rural communities. He visited Norwalk and Abbotsford, touting community development block grants. That's a federal program that helps fund rural investments like new fire stations and road repairs. President Trump's proposed 2026 budget would cut that program entirely, something Evers says will be detrimental.
The reason this is really important, this is all federal money, and we distribute it to small villages and townships across the state. This is kind of their one chance, small town Wisconsin, to really get their infrastructure taken care of.
Evers says he hopes the federal government will continue distributing the grants. Congressman Derek Van Orden, also in the region, visiting the Great Lakes cheese plant in La Crosse. He says small businesses are the engine of the economy and wants to make sure the federal government is doing what they can to support them.
That's not a building down the street, and Ben doesn't have a job. We have a culture. So dairy farming and the dairy industry is our culture.
The congressman also visited Westby Cooperative Creamery, where they announced a $14 million expansion to modernize their cottage cheese production.
The business is growing. The business is booming. We cannot make enough cottage cheese in our plant or anywhere across the United States.
Westby Cooperative Creamery is the only cottage cheese manufacturer in Wisconsin. Downtown Eau Claire parking will cost you money starting next June. You'll pay $1 per hour between Lake and Madison Streets. Nearby spots cost 50 cents an hour. Paid parking runs from 1 to 11 Monday through Saturday. Sundays and holidays will stay free. The City Council also set a 15-mile-per-hour speed limit for e-bikes and scooters on trails and sidewalks. One of the largest Powerball jackpots in history is up for grabs tonight. La Crosse has seen 2 big Powerball wins in recent years. It has some people thinking it could happen again. News 8 Now's JDS McGee has more on tonight's drawing.
In 2019, a Quick Trip on State Road sold a $1 million Powerball ticket. Fast forward to February of 2025, a Festival Foods sold another one right down the street. Many believe it's more than just coincidence, that it may be that La Crosse is just lucky.
I mean, it makes me feel like I have better odds at winning, but it kind of also makes me feel like it's not directed towards bigger states like California and New York, where there are plenty more people.
Lottery officials remind players the odds don't change based on where you buy your ticket. But when the winner's from your own backyard, it's easy to dream a little bigger.
It makes me want to go on vacation. It made me want to buy more tickets. You never know, maybe Lady Luck will be on my side one of these days.
Whether it's chasing jackpots or just hoping for a small prize, players say the $1 million wins have put new energy into playing.
I feel pretty confident that I would win something at least, even if it was like $5. So a win is a win.
I think that, it all depends on luck. And, if you're destined to win, destined to be a multimillionaire, why not?
The Powerball drawing is set to take place tonight. According to the Powerball's website, the current estimated jackpot is $815 million. The time now is 6:10. Run out and get your lottery ticket. Still ahead on your morning news, tariff revenue hitting $30 million for the month of August. Frontier Airlines offering some new flight routes, and Cracker Barrel is retreating from that controversial logo change.
From smaller portions to new formulas, I'm Jared Hill with how the rise in weight loss medications is impacting the food industry.
For now, we're sending you to break with something to put the good in your morning. Today is National Peach Day. Whether you enjoy them fresh in a cobbler or canned, peaches aren't just delicious, they are also packed with vitamins and antioxidants. They're also low in calories and help fight heart disease. As you start to wake up, leaving you with a quick wake-up call with Media, Pennsylvania, America's first ever fair trade town. Stay with us. Your morning consumer news is after the break.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. With SUVs for life's adventures, trucks as dependable as the people who drive them, EVs to charge up a summer of no limits, and American legends that need no introduction. This summer, Chevy drives America.
Get 0% financing on this Silverado, plus $3,000 total cash allowance on select Silverado pickups. That's around $9,000 total value, plus $3,750 owner loyalty cash.
Get an 11% rebate on your roofing project at Menards with Owens Corning Shingles. Your roof is the first line of defense against the elements and enhances the appearance of your home. Owens Corning Duration Shingles offer ultimate protection and impressive curb appeal. Choose from 24 colors of Owens Corning Duration Shingles and get an 11% rebate now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
The chips that you like are not on sale this week, so we're gonna have to skip those. Sorry, bud.
Aww. Hi, we're at Woodman's. I'm Clint. I'm Phil. At Woodman's, you don't need a flyer to find hot deals. With our everyday low prices and huge selection, you can find anything you're looking for. And still save big time on your whole grocery bill.
So I can get the groceries I want and save money? Looks like your chips are back on the list.
Yes. Thanks, guys.
It's Woodman's.
Wait, you gave yourself a flu vaccine?
At your house?
How?
FluMist, it's a flu vaccine you give yourself.
Yeah, at home.
You do what at home?
FluMist Home. What? FluMist Home. A vaccine delivered to your home?
Yes. Give yourself a shot? No. It's a mist that goes up my nose. My mom does it.
And it works? Yeah, it's the same flu vaccine you get at the doctor's or pharmacy.
So easy. Even you can do it, Chief.
FluMist is a nasal spray flu vaccine for people aged 2 to 49. Don't get FluMist if you've had a severe allergic reaction to its components, eggs, or to other flu vaccines. Do not give FluMist to children or adolescents taking aspirin therapy. Tell your healthcare provider about all your medical conditions, including asthma, wheezing, or Guillain-Barré syndrome, and about all the medicines you take. Runny or stuffy nose, sore throat, or fever may occur.
So I can order FluMist online? Yeah, just go get your phone.
Get flu protection without the injection. Order at flumist.com.
From the creators of bacon. Applewood smoked ham. Ham and Swiss melts. 2 for $7. Arby's, we have the meat.
Flavors that feed your fancy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Oreo Thins. Stay playful.
Well, good morning to you as we get back to Eau Claire here. We're also holding on to a few high clouds out there drifting out there in the area. Some patchy fog is out in Chippewa Valley, but not much fog as I just showed you there. This fog is receding, heading back to the bluffs, as you can see right now, in fact, back to the river in some cases as well, too. So as we get into it, our winds are steadily going to increase later on once you get past this fog that you can see. Eau Claire, Chippewa Valley still showing dense fog, as well as Eau Claire at the, at La Crosse at the airport right now, holding on to dense fog over by Black River Falls. And down to the south, we're holding on to Boswell as well as Prairie du Chien. So it's mostly river fog that's contending today. Holding on to 51 degrees for La Crosse in the morning, brisk conditions this early morning, and giving way to about 76 degrees in the afternoon with partly to mostly cloudy skies, eventually with increasing clouds later on in the evening hours. You'll hold on to 51 degrees for Eau Claire, and then this afternoon you have mostly sunny skies, so plenty of sunshine to go around for today. Picking up a little bit of light rainfall coming back from Mason City. We're also keeping an eye on the rainfall up to the north there, and a little bit of mist, maybe some mist and drizzle out there by Black River Falls with that dense fog holding on currently. We'll get back into it. Partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies in the area, holding on to increasing clouds with storm activity by the 8 o'clock hour, going into showers in the midnight hour as well. We'll also see similar conditions with sunshine and all wave with 70s widespread, getting into increasing clouds. You'll see by the 10 o'clock hour and storm activity as you get into the midnight hour. Highs for Wednesday, we're getting some 70s widespread today, picking up at least some winds kicking in up to about 20 miles per hour. They'll hold on to today as we go through the afternoon. Then they'll begin to taper off in the evening hours. You can see back down to about 18 miles per hour, down to 15 miles per hour. Today we've got the rain, we've got the low cloud activity coming back in the evening, as well as the overnight hours, and going all the way into Thursday, just around, say, the noon hour. And then after that, we should be done with more clouds coming into sunshine to finish out the day. As you can see it, sunshine coming back again for Thursday as well. You can see that also for La Crosse, getting to the sunshine, and a day of more 70s in your forecast. More about that coming up in just a moment.
In our morning consumer news, the U.S. has collected nearly $30 billion in tariffs this month, already beating July's record. That includes $22 billion that came in Friday from importers. The Treasury Department says Friday's surge came from a deferred payment system. Importers get till the 15th business day to pay for goods from the prior month. Frontier is adding 20 new routes this winter. The new flights connect several cities like Detroit, Houston, Baltimore, and Charlotte. Frontier says it wants to become the country's largest budget airline. It comes as rival Spirit continues to struggle since coming out of bankruptcy protection. And Cracker Barrel is scrapping its new modernized logo after that intense backlash. The company says the new logo will go away and the old timer will remain. For days, the 56-year-old country-themed restaurant chain has been criticized by loyal fans and recently by the president. The rise in use of GLP-1 drugs isn't just impacting how people eat. Research shows it's changing the food industry. CBS's Jared Hill shows us how restaurants are even building so-called Ozempic menus.
The meatballs are the hottest thing on the menu at Tucci Restaurant.
My grandmother's. They're the best meatballs in New York.
But earlier this year, owner Max Tucci said he noticed some customers not clearing their plates. People came in and said, I can't finish all this, I want something smaller.
At first, they were very shy about saying they were on Ozempic. Now they're like, I'm on Ozempic. Can I have one meatball instead of 3?
As diners became more open about using GLP-1 weight loss medication, Tucci downsized some menu items.
Now let's do 1 instead of 3.
What we're seeing is that people are eating differently.
It's not just about smaller portions. Sherry Frey with consumer research firm Nielsen IQ says their studies show GLP-1 users moving away from foods in the junk food category and toward choices touting fiber, gut health, soothing digestion, hydration, and protein.
They're definitely driving a lot of the trends we're seeing around muscle health in particular.
The food industry is responding. Last year, Nestle launched a GLP-1 focused frozen food line. Meal delivery company Cook Unity is marketing GLP-1 balanced meals. On store shelves, redesigned packaging highlights in-demand nutrients and resealable containers.
The consumer may still want a sweet, but they want a little bit less.
In 2024, about 1 in 8 American adults said they'd tried GLP-1s, according to a Kaiser Family Foundation survey. 6% were actively using the medication.
GLP-1s helped me lose 31 pounds.
In late August, tennis superstar Serena Williams became the latest big name to open up. At Tucci, they're embracing offering smaller portions.
The win-win where we're not throwing food out, our client is happy.
Serving up the taste with less food waste.
Experts recommend people using GLP-1s consult with your healthcare professional to make sure you are maintaining a healthy diet. That's a look at your consumer news. We'll send it over to Art now. He's got an update on our forecast.
All right, as we get into your forecast, we're looking at temperatures in the 70s today. You have at least partly to mostly cloudy skies eventually in the forecast coming our way if you want to stretch it out. But this afternoon, you can just guarantee some mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. We'll get into it here. As you can see, some locations are picking up that sunshine. La Crosse at 76 degrees, Whitehall 77. You get into Alma Center, 77 degrees as well. And then back up to the north here, north zone, Ladysmith, about partly cloudy skies. Eau Claire, you've got some sunshine giving way to at least some partly cloudy skies as well. Why? Because we've got the rainfall sneaking back into the forecast. We're going to try to see it maybe coming in a little bit earlier for some locations down to the south, crossing the river as you go right back down to Prairie du Chien, Boscobel, and of course Viroqua. You're in that. Richland Center may get some of that as well as we go in the 5 o'clock hour. La Crosse, still not much going on there, but you're still seeing maybe some mist, maybe some drizzle. A lot more comes back by the 8 o'clock hour as this line begins to develop here. We're also looking northward as more rainfall is going towards Ladysmith now. So showers and scattered showers down to the south. You've got rainfall coming down with the line from Canada, and that's also going to bring some cooler air associated with that as well. You're seeing that blue. You're getting some cooler air popping into the forecast as well. That continues to track over to Wausau, and almost up and out it goes with clouds still stuck with us going into the 4 o'clock hour in the morning. As we go through sunrise, you're going to be seeing those clouds still sticking around, and eventually a little bit of patchy fog as well. That goes all the way through the 7 o'clock hour, the 10 o'clock hour, and the noon hour. We're still in some of that cloud cover from mostly cloudy to partly cloudy skies eventually to finish out most of the day. You're looking for average temperatures on the rise, and then dropping back down briefly as you go right back into your Friday with 72 degrees, so cooler. And then once you get into your weekend, your Labor Day holiday weekend, you're looking at 74 all the way up to 77 degrees, possibly maybe even a 78 for that as well. We'll hold on to the highs for Wednesday, where you're seeing widespread 70s, 71 in Viroqua. You're getting up to 76 for La Crosse as well as Eau Claire. You'll pick up 69 in Waupun, and of course right by Lansing and down by Prairie du Chien, you're in those low 70s. Rainfall we're expecting, well, you're seeing possibly a half an inch, maybe as you get up to the north, a quarter of an inch. It's fluctuating back and forth down to the south. Viroqua about a half an inch as well. So La Crosse is looking at maybe a tenth of an inch or less. But you get into Thursday, you have that rainfall going through the morning, portions of the morning, and then eventually done by the noon hour. 70s widespread for you. We'll also pick up Friday's highs, 70 to about 76 degrees possible in the forecast with mostly cloudy skies, believe it or not. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, you've got some opportunities to get out and mow your lawn, possibly not that much rainfall out there. We'll also see temperatures getting on the rise going into your holiday weekend and continuing on to Tuesday as well.
Thank you, Art. Before you feed your pets this morning, there's a recall you need to know about. Pet food contaminated with salmonella and listeria. We'll tell you what cat and dog owners need to know after the morning sports blitz.
Coming up, the Blitz, a big one in the MVC on the first day of volleyball competition, plus the West Salem boys soccer team looking to defend their home turf. Highlights coming your way in a jiffy.
US Cellular makes it easy to switch. Get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in. We don't even have to trade in our teeth? Nope. I almost lost this one.
Get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, built for us.
The Good Feet store just really helped me out. I mean, they gave me the right arch support for my feet, not somebody else's feet. Then it was like, okay, this is something special.
See for yourself with the free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
From laminate and vinyl to tile and wood, Floor & Decor has more options for pros, homeowners, and anyone looking for the right look at the right price. Your next beautiful space is at Floor & Decor.
Macy's Labor Day sale is the best time to find a new mattress because it's our lowest prices of the season, up to 60% off. Plus, get a free adjustable base or box spring and a Macy's gift card up to $300. It's going on now, only at Macy's.
It's very important to call Schwebel, Getz & Sieben right away after an accident. When my medical bills came, I called the firm and they said, send them over and we'll take care of them. And it was amazing. I never saw another bill again. Just the fact that I didn't have to worry. The way they took care of my case made a big difference for my family and myself. And I'm so grateful for them. I would highly recommend them to everybody. Thank you so much.
Injured in an accident due to no fault of your own? We can help. Schwebel, Getz & Sieben.
We've got an important milestone here to celebrate. As you know, our family has been providing other families with affordable flooring for 60 years. Whether it's vinyl, hardwood, laminate, tile, or carpet, we've offered a wide variety of flooring that stands up to the biggest messes. And we know messes. Speaking of which, who started in on the cake?
Don't look at me.
Sealand's Carpooling, where #1 priority is you. Stop in today.
Right now, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90 with no trade-in.
Are we having the wool pulled over our eyes here?
No, and you get the latest phones.
High five.
Get 4 phones plus 4 lines for $90, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Taking you right inside the action, Friday Night Press.
Every Friday night at 10, right here on News 8.
News 8 Now, Sports.
Welcome to the Blitz. Last night was the first night of competition for WIAA volleyball, and we had a good one at Aquinas. The defending conference champion Blue Golds and the Onalaska Hilltoppers doing battle in a pivotal early season matchup. A couple teams hoping to be towards the top of the MVC when the dust settles. First set, it's the away side finding some success at the net. McKenna McGarry climbs the ladder for the vicious put down. Then on set point, it's Zoe Kuntz. O'Kane hammering it home in the middle. Hilltoppers take the opener 25-18. Much closer in set number 2. Sammy Davis is going to sky for the swing in the back row. And her ball finds the floor to tie things up at 7. Then with the home side up 3, sophomore Ava Kujak goes through the block to add another side to her tally. But Aquinas takes set 2, and Onalaska grabs the next couple, and they begin the season with an impressive win in 4 sets. Across the border, the Caledonia Warriors hosting Rushford Peterson. First set action, the pass to Avery Ogdahl. She'll set it up, and Kenzie King brings down the hammer. Point Warriors. Next point, it's the freshman Ashlyn Reinhart with a beauty of a serve. That is down for an ace. Caledonia heating up, and they were not cooling off. Ogdahl sets it up outside, and Elsa Blum with the kill. Warriors up big, and then on match point, Trojans trying to stay alive, but the Warrior defense too tough as King gets the block. Caledonia takes set 1, 25-8. They take the home victory, 3-0. West Salem taking on Lodi last night in boys soccer action. The Panthers would show their claws early against the Blue Devils as Caden Tauscher loops one up and over the keeper in the first 20 seconds. Then a few minutes later, the black and orange would keep the pressure on as Cooper Yankee would sneak one past the keeper to put his squad up by 2. Each team would add another goal late, and West Salem begins their season on the right foot with a 3-1 home victory. And the Brewers getting a walk-off sac fly off the bat of Isaac Collins to lock up a series victory over the D-backs. That's it for Blitz. We'll see you back here later tonight.
Need a new driveway? Parking lot looking rough? Trust Patriot Paving. We do it all. Driveways, parking lots, and durable chip seal surfaces. Fast, reliable, affordable. Book online today at patriot-paving.com.
We really care about our employees and their families, and then also the community as a whole.
We have a lot of really, really good employees. It's like a family around here.
The customer is always #1. That's always our goal, to get them running.
Having Carrier as our main product with the support that they give us, the commitment to their product, to our people, is outstanding.
From the first call that you make, we'll take care of you every step of the way.
And air conditioning, your comfort is our business.
It's the Labor Day sale at Drury's in Fountain, a huge store-wide event with savings on Southern Minnesota's finest furniture. You'll find a stunning selection with savings you've come to expect at Drury's. Savings on top brands like Smith Brothers, Flexsteel, Eckernes, and Homecrest. Plus, special financing is available if your purchase is paid in full within 24 months. We'll even pay for your gas just for shopping at Drury's. Store-wide savings, 24-month financing, and free gas. Now during the Labor Day sale at Drury's in Fountain.
When you need a truck to get you from the job site to the campsite, drive your story with a new Ram from Pischke Motors.
Get your Ram now during the Make This the Summer sales event. Stop into Pischke Motors to save 10% off MSRP on a 2025 Ram 1500, plus get 3.9% financing for 72 months. Ram trucks are built to serve power. So get in a Ram today. Hurry in because this offer ends August 31st.
Go to Pischke.com, Pischke Motors West Salem, or Pischke Motors La Crosse.
To everyone out there who loves Culver's,
the feeling is mutual. Everything's made fresh.
Everything.
everything.
It's our pleasure.
This is me and my happy place.
I wouldn't trade our Culver's for any other restaurant.
Culver's.
Yay! We love our guests.
Love.
As much as our guests love us.
This is me and my happy place.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
News 8 Now and Dairyland Power Cooperative present the Community Calendar. For more information on these events, or if you'd like to submit an event, visit news8000.com.
Need a new driveway? Parking lot looking rough? Trust Patriot Paving. We do it all. Driveways, parking lots, and durable chip seal surfaces. Fast, reliable, affordable. Book online today at patriot-paving.com.
The First Warn Weather app. Download it today.
Fall, sunshine, and nighttime rainfall. More about that in just a moment.
Right now this morning, J.D. Vance in La Crosse tomorrow will have more on his trip to the Badger State. Thousands of students moving into UWL today will tell you what to watch out for as you hit the road. And sexual assault charges filed against a former Viroqua school employee. Good morning and thanks for joining us this morning. I'm Alexandra Carter on this Wednesday, August 27th, 6:30 a.m. We'll send it over first thing to meteorologist Art Jarrett. Busy over there tracking our forecast for us. Some fog out there.
Yeah, all right. August 27th, really? Wow. Hey, we get into at least some patchy to dense fog out there right now. Chippewa Valley is holding on to that from the airport there, and then getting into La Crosse. We've been in the fog as well near our airport, so River Valley fog holding on to some fog that's been downtown and taking it into account. That's going to pass away and get out of the region by the time we get into the 9 o'clock hour. Take a look. That's receding now. Most of this was fog before, but it is pushing back toward the river. You'll also get into Eau Claire. They've got a few low clouds out in the distance right now with some a little bit of fog redeveloping in the foreground there as well. We'll get back into it today. Cloudier skies for La Crosse. You can see from the airport extending out. We'll hold on to sunshine getting to the latter portion of your afternoon with partly cloudy skies on the way for you. Giving way to Eau Claire, you have the mostly sunny skies, giving back into partly cloudy skies by the time you get in the late morning hours and into your afternoon. Then we have this. Temperatures in the widespread low to middle 70s as well. We'll also find ourselves getting some increasing clouds later. Rainfall is trying to track in by Mason City heading towards the river. And then we have more rainfall up to the north. There's a look at that rainfall that's on the way. I'll be talking about that when I return.
Thank you, Art. Thousands of students are moving into UWL today. That means traffic for us La Crosse drivers. News 8 Now Seth Padilla is live on campus with how the city is handling the big move-in. Good morning, Seth.
It is officially move-in day at UWL, and the campus I'm at right now is set to be packed with students later today, and it is a big day for La Crosse. Incoming students will not only affect local businesses, but they may create a bit of a traffic jam. Some streets around the university will experience heavier traffic. Streets like Badger Street, Campbell Road, La Crosse Street, Pine, Vine, and West Avenue. And now there are more than 250 volunteers helping UWL with this moving process. Orientation starts tomorrow, and the first day of class for UWL is Tuesday. Live in La Crosse, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now this morning.
All right, some exciting times. Thank you, Seth. And Chancellor James Beebe will give his fall welcome address at 10:30 this morning in the Student Union. He's set to talk about campus achievements and priorities for the new school year. The GET district launching all-day 4K for the first time. The district switched from half-day programs last year based on limited childcare options. Enrollment has increased since then. The district administrator says the expansion helps both students and parents.
The full day 4K program will allow us to have a more robust early literacy learning, but it will also allow us to provide encore classes like music and library that we wouldn't be able to do with a half-day program.
La Crosse and Tomah area school districts also offering all-day 4K this year. And a reminder, from new rules to discounts and deals, News 8 Now is your back-to-school resource. Just go to our website and click the Back-to-School tab. A former Viroqua area school employee is facing sexual assault charges. Ashley Benson is accused of having sexual relations with a student at Cornerstone Christian Academy. Benson worked as a secretary there. Police say the victim was 15 when the relationship started. Benson is out on a $5,000 signature bond. If convicted, she could face up to 6 years in prison. The man who faked his own death getting 89 days in the county jail. That's how long the search for him lasted. Ryan Borgwart is the Wisconsin kayaker who fled to Europe to meet a woman. His disappearance prompted weeks of searches on Green Lake. Vice President J.D. Vance coming to La Crosse tomorrow. He'll be here to tout the White House's so-called Big Beautiful Bill. Democrats are already planning a protest. News 8 Now's Allison Ferget takes a closer look.
This is a very common thing that we see after a major piece of legislation gets enacted.
UWL political science professor Anthony Chergosky says Vance's stop in La Crosse this week is part of Republican strategy to win public opinion on the Big Beautiful Bill.
There is a very real battle for public opinion right now, with Democrats trying to undermine public confidence in the Big Beautiful Bill, while people like J.D. Vance are trying to show people the positive implications of the law.
Vance will focus his visit on how the legislation has helped Wisconsin manufacturing. So, how has the bill impacted the industry? Wisconsin Manufacturers and Commerce says its tax provisions are a major win.
It reauthorizes the 2017 Trump-Ryan tax reforms that lowered the corporate tax rate to 21% from 35%. So that's just fundamental competitiveness from our perspective.
The group lobbied hard for the bill to pass. They say what benefits the industry also benefits the state at large.
Manufacturing is what drives the middle class. It's the foundation of our economy. And if manufacturing isn't doing well, neither is the state of Wisconsin.
At La Crosse's Steiger Steel and Fabricating, owner Dan Steiger says he hasn't seen much change to the industry since Trump took office. But he believes the administration's focus on American-made will be beneficial.
The best steel and the best building materials are American-made. So anything that puts the American worker in a position of power.
And he adds that the no tax on overtime will be a huge benefit for his staff.
Being able to have their overtime without it being overtaxed is a tremendous thing for them. I think that's going to be the greatest thing to come out of it.
Reporting in La Crosse, Allison Ferget, News 8 Now, This Morning.
We will have full coverage for you of tomorrow's VP visit. Governor Evers, meanwhile, announcing new funds to support rural communities. He visited Norwalk and Abbotsford, touting community development block grants. That's a federal program that helps fund rural investments like new fire stations and road repairs. President Trump's proposed Big Beautiful Bill would cut that program entirely, something Evers says will be detrimental.
The reason this is really important, this is all federal money, and we distribute it to small villages and townships across the state. This is kind of their one chance, small town Wisconsin, to really get their infrastructure taken care of.
Evers says he hopes the federal government continues to distribute the grants. Congressman Derek Van Orden, also in the region, visiting the Great Lakes cheese plant. He says small businesses are the engine of the economy and wants to make sure the federal government is doing what they can to support them.
That's not a building down the street, and Ben doesn't have a job. We have a culture. So dairy farming, the dairy industry is our culture.
The congressman also visited Westby Cooperative Creamery, where they announced a $14 million expansion to modernize cottage cheese production.
The business is growing. The business is booming. We cannot make enough cottage cheese in our plants or anywhere across the United States.
Westby Cooperative Creamery is the only cottage cheese manufacturer in the state. Downtown Eau Claire parking will cost you money starting next summer. In June, you'll have to pay $1 an hour between Lake and Madison streets. Nearby spots cost 50 cents per hour. Paid parking runs from 1 to 11 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Sundays and holidays will still be free for you. The City Council also set a 15-mile-per-hour speed limit for e-bikes and scooters on trails and sidewalks. One of the largest Powerball jackpots in history is still up for grabs tonight. La Crosse has seen 2 big Powerball wins in recent years. It has some people thinking, hoping that luck will strike again, as News 8 Now's JDS McGee explains.
In 2019, a Quick Trip on State Road sold a $1 million Powerball ticket. Fast forward to February of 2025, a Festival Foods sold another one right down the street. Many believe it's more than just coincidence, that it may be that La Crosse is just lucky.
I mean, it makes me feel like I have better odds at winning, but it kind of also makes me feel like it's not directed towards bigger states like California and New York, where there are plenty more people.
Lottery officials remind players the odds don't change based on where you buy your ticket. But when the winner's from your own backyard, it's easy to dream a little bigger.
It makes me want to go on vacation. It made me want to buy more tickets. You never know, maybe Lady Luck will be on my side one of these days.
Whether it's chasing jackpots or just hoping for a small prize, players say the $1 million wins have put new energy into playing.
I feel pretty confident that I would win something at least, even if it was like $5. So a win is a win.
I think that, it all depends on luck. And, if you're destined to win, destined to be a multimillionaire, why not?
Fingers crossed. The Powerball drawing set to take place tonight. According to Powerball's website, the current jackpot is $815 million. Pet owners, a popular raw food brand could make your furry friends sick. Viva Raw dog and cat food may contain salmonella and listeria. The recall includes beef, turkey, and chicken. Call your vet immediately if your pet ate any of these. The food was sold nationwide July 2nd through August 21st. And now we'll send it over to meteorologist Art Jarrett. He has got an update on our morning commute. Art, don't run out and get your Powerball ticket quite yet.
Not just yet. All right, I'm coming back right now. We have your bus stop forecast for the kiddos. Heading out to school with the fog and low cloud activity right now, you're looking at 51 degrees. Brisk conditions in the morning hours as well, with a little bit of light wind. It's only just about 11 miles per hour, so eventually, and then you're going to see some wind gusts kick in the late morning hours. We'll also see as we get into it the afternoon, 76 degrees for you. So feels like summer like fall, or I should say summer like kind of fall like ish. We'll go right back into rainfall. That's coming back in from Mason City, heading towards Winona, La Crosse, and of course Prairie du Chien, mostly tracking towards Prairie du Chien, but if it lifts up a little bit higher, it'll go towards La Crosse. Speaking of La Crosse, you've got partly cloudy skies today, 70s rolling into your afternoon, finishing out at least at the 70s pretty much. And of course, I've got the 8 o'clock hour. We've got some storm activity coming in your forecast. Now, I also have you at 76 degrees, and that's what we're going to be getting. This model likes to change things up a little bit, but you're looking at some 70s for Eau Claire, plenty of sunshine, and then midnight, you've got storm activity on the way. That carries over all the way into the morning hours with showers to boot. You've got highs for Wednesday. You're looking at widespread 70s for you, 76 for La Crosse today, 76 for Eau Claire. The winds kick in as well, up to 20 miles per hour. They'll continue to go all the way into at least the evening hours, and they'll back down, holding on to 15 mile per hour winds. And you're going to be seeing them switch from southwest to west to north eventually. You've got the rainfall that comes in again, as you can see that coming in for tomorrow, going all the way into Thursday as well. So when I come back, I'll have a better overview of how your forecast shapes up, so stick around.
Singer Taylor Swift and football star Travis Kelce are engaged. I'm Wendy Gillette with reaction in the music world.
Huge selection of rugs and cowhide under the white tent next to Carl's Appliance in Onalaska. Multiple sizes, including round rugs and so much more. Hurry in. Don't miss this one-of-a-kind sale.
I'm standing here at the warehouse this morning where some 30 to 40 installers depart every morning. You've been thinking about new windows. I've been thinking about new windows for over 40 years. And my promise to you is that these fine installers that leave here every morning install the finest windows available in the market today. Expert installation, always at a good value. If you're looking for new replacement windows, today would be a great day to reach out to the board store and set up a prompt free estimate.
This river wasn't dammed in a day, and GMC trucks weren't built overnight. Like every American achievement, they are a result of dedication. Over 100 years dedicated to the art of engineering and the ambition to always move this country forward. Get 0% APR plus $4,500 purchase allowance on select Sierra 1500 models when you trade in an eligible vehicle. We are professional grade.
Schwebel, Getz & Sieben will fight to get you a fair settlement.
When I woke up in the hospital, I knew that my next decisions were critical. And I knew right away that I wanted to use Schwebel, Getz & Sieben.
They were thorough, compassionate, and just really made us feel at ease right away.
I highly recommend Schwebel, Getz & Sieben to anybody that needs honest representation. They have been with us every step of the way.
Call or visit Schwebel.com today for a free consultation.
We know, like, if we help one person and if we impact their life and have such a positive influence on them when they're coming in here working on sometimes the hardest thing for themselves that they can do, and they can then help the next 3 to 5 people that they encounter, our reach goes more.
Are we looking to enjoy time with our family? Are we looking to get up and down off the floor with our grandkids? Are we looking to go travel and experience retirement a little bit differently? We're in your corner through the ups and the downs that life has to offer because we know that they'll happen.
Head over to unityfitnesspro.com today.
Here's a dose of reality. Driving under the influence of prescription painkillers is just as illegal and just as deadly as driving drunk. In fact, there are nearly 2,000 drug-related crashes every year in Wisconsin. Help prevent drug driving, and let's achieve 0 preventable deaths on Wisconsin roadways. Driving on pills kills.
Huge selection of rugs and cowhide under the white tent next to Carl's Appliance in Onalaska. Inventory is priced to sell, so stop in today. Multiple sizes, including round rugs and so much more. Hurry in, don't miss this one-of-a-kind sale.
All right, well, good morning to you. Let's take a look at what we've got going on for you. Plenty of sunshine today with at least sunny to partly cloudy skies. Then eventually clouds will increase, getting to mostly cloudy skies into the evening hours with storm activity on the way. You're looking at widespread 70s in your forecast, so we call it low to middle 70s. Let's do that. Let's not exaggerate a bit, but yeah, you get a 77 for Sparta possibly. So yeah, we do have some upper 70s in there. I keep forgetting about this, and I also keep forgetting it's the 27th. As we get into it here, Chippewa Falls, you've got a little bit of fog to contend with this morning, all the way down into Eau Claire, and that will give way to get to at least some middle 70s in your forecast with rainfall on the way. You'll see that cross the river as we get right back into the 2 o'clock hour, pushing into areas right by from Prairie du Chien to Viroqua. La Crosse will get that as well once we get to the 5 o'clock hour or so, with a little bit of light sprinkles down to the south side. Then eventually more showers come back again as this line begins to form. We'll also find ourselves holding on to areas by Holman as well as Sparta. You also get into Shelby as well, picking up a little bit of light shower activity. Look to the north. Storm's starting to work into Ladysmith, and that's going to usher in some cooler air, while showers are still hanging down by Boscobel and Richland Center. We'll also see that go to Prairie du Chien and Viroqua. Cooler air comes back down over areas. You can see cooling down temperatures in the 60s for Ladysmith as well as Eau Claire. And then eventually we'll also pick up again some light showers coming back again. It's all about the cloud cover as we go into the sunrise time for tomorrow. Not much in the way of rainfall, maybe some patchy fog developing as well. We'll also see this continue on with some showers possibly getting back again for some areas as we go into this into the noon hour. Temperatures on the rise as we go into Thursday as well as Friday, leading into your Labor Day holiday. Looking pretty good, middle 70s, upper 70s to boot. I believe I've got Monday somewhere at around, say, 77, 78 degrees in some cases. We'll also find ourselves with 79 possibly to go into Tuesday. We'll get into temperatures holding on for Wednesday, though. We're looking at a widespread 70s in your forecast again with rainfall on the way. The potential for that, well, about a half an inch to a quarter of an inch or less in the forecast. And of course, we get into the highs for Thursday. You've got temperatures 69 to about 77 degrees, maybe 78 as you get further southward, going to Prairie du Chien as well as in Trempealeau. You'll also pick up again for Friday, temperatures in the 70s, widespread to the middle 70s in your forecast. Then eventually, you get to mow your lawn. Well, you've got time to do that for today, tomorrow, as well as Friday, looking pretty good. Friday will actually be about mostly cloudy skies. We'll go to partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies, you can see, with cooler conditions in the way. Again, eventually getting back up to 74 degrees for your weekend, and then bumping those temperatures up to the upper 70s in your forecast, giving way to at least 79 on Tuesday with much cooler conditions as you get into Wednesday.
Well, a major internet breaking announcement yesterday. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are getting married. Wendy Gillette has those details for us from New York.
Taylor Swift said yes. The superstar and pro football player Travis Kelce announced they are engaged. In an Instagram post, the couple wrote, "Your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married." The post was accompanied by the song So High School, which is rumored to be about the 3-time Super Bowl winner. This enchanted love story started about 2 years ago after the Kansas City Chiefs tight end pursued the singer-songwriter.
I had never experienced something so mesmerizing on stage and then so real and so beautiful in person.
Earlier this month, the two filled in some blank spaces for the Swifties about their relationship on Kelce's podcast, New Heights, with his brother Jason.
A huge green flag is that Travis has had the same friends since he's probably 4 years old.
I think this is the equivalent of a royal wedding.
Variety's senior writer and chief music critic Chris Willman says this is one of the biggest celebrity couplings in modern times.
We've never seen anything quite like this, I don't think, in terms of people coming together from different worlds who are just superstars in those worlds. They are going to be the homecoming king and queen of America.
Swift has a new 12-track album, The Life of a Showgirl, coming out later this year. And Kelce's football season kicks off next week. Wendy Gillette, CBS News, New York.
The couple has not revealed when or where they got engaged. Stay with us. We have everything you need to know in 5 minutes or less headed your way after the break.
At Maury's Auto Group, we're not just part of the community, we're your neighbors and auto advocates. And most of all, we're part of your team. We have your back when life happens or when you just need someone to pick you up. And at Maury's, our commission-free sales team always gives you our best price first. Visit Maury'sAuto.com and score with over 5,000 vehicles from 21 brands. Maury's Auto Group, with 11 convenient locations in Wisconsin. Moving life forward.
Save big with hot deals at Menards, all after 11% rebate. Be ready for Labor Day weekend get-togethers with a 100-count pack of paper plates, just $1.99. Royal Oak Charcoal is only $6.99. Brighten your space with 8-inch mums, just $3.99. An LED shop light is only $6.99. Hurry, these great deals won't last long. Sign up for Menards emails to get the weekly flyer plus exclusive daily flash sales right to your inbox.
Save big money at Menards.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe Crohn's disease symptoms can keep coming back. Break away to what's possible with Tremfya. With rapid remission at 12 weeks and fewer bowel movements and less abdominal pain at 4 weeks. Most patients achieve remission at 1 year, and some patients saw visible healing of the intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Backed by over 15 years of clinical research. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. With Skyrizi, feel symptom relief at 4 weeks. Many people were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 3 years.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's.
Control is everything.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Skyrizi.
Flavors that feed your fancy.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oreo Thins. Stay playful.
Taking you right inside the action, Friday Night Print. Every Friday night at 10, right here on News 8.
The News 8 Plus app. Local news on your time.
Okay, let's see. Headlines from News 8 Now? Check. Live updates all day? Check. Local breaking news? Yep. Weather every 10 minutes?
Yes, please. Well, that was an easy choice. News 8 Plus. It puts the now in your day. Get it today.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Get your dose of cute cats at the Metro Richmond Zoo. The zoo announcing the births of 6 new cheetahs and is introducing the 3-month-old cubs to the public. Here they are. The 3 males and 3 females spent their first months at the zoo's Cheetah Conservation Center. It's 6:53, time for your morning news now. Thousands of students are moving into UWL starting today. That means some traffic for La Crosse drivers. Streets around the university will experience heavier traffic starting this morning. That includes Badger Street, Campbell Road, La Crosse Street, Oakland Street, Pine, Vine, and West Avenue. Orientation starts tomorrow. Classes start Tuesday. The GET district launching all-day 4K for the first time. It switched from half-day programs last year based on limited childcare options. The district administrator says this expansion helps students and parents alike.
The full-day 4K program will allow us to have a more robust early literacy learning, but it will also allow us to provide encore classes like music and library that we wouldn't be able to do with a half-day program.
La Crosse and Toma area school districts are also offering all-day 4K. A reminder, from new rules to discounts and deals, News 8 Now is your back-to-school resource. Just head to our website and click the Back to School tab. The man who faked his own death gets 89 days in county jail. That's how long the search lasted. Ryan Borgwart is the Wisconsin kayaker who fled to Europe to meet a woman. His disappearance prompted national media attention and weeks of searches on Green Lake. Governor Evers announcing new funds to support rural communities. He is touting development block grants. That's a federal program that helps fund rural investments like new fire stations and roads. President Trump's proposed budget would cut that program entirely, something the governor says would be detrimental.
The reason this is really important, this is all federal money, and we distribute it to small villages and townships across the state. This is kind of their one chance, small town Wisconsin, to really get their infrastructure taken care of.
Evers says he hopes the federal government will continue distributing the grants. Congressman Derek Van Orden was in the region yesterday visiting the Great Lakes cheese plant. He said that small businesses are the engine of the economy and wants to make sure the federal government is doing what it can to support them.
That's not a building down the street, and Ben doesn't have a job. We have a culture. So dairy farming, the dairy industry is our culture.
The congressman also visited Westby Cooperative Creamery, where they announced a $14 million expansion to modernize cottage cheese production.
The business is growing. The business is booming. We cannot make enough cottage cheese in our plant or anywhere across the United States.
Westby Cooperative Creamery is the only cottage cheese manufacturer in Wisconsin.
How would you like to mow my lawn? I love that Caddyshack line. We get into it here, rolling on the 70s, of course, as we go through Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I'll tell you what, though, take a look what I've got going on for you. Heading into your weekend for Saturday and Sunday, I have temperatures in the 70s, pretty much increasing as we go through Sunday into Monday. And I'm just saying, college students, you know, your first day of school is on Tuesday, but it's 79 degrees outside. Just saying, we're a long weekend. That's all I got to say about that.
They're coming off a long weekend. All right, well, they've got some good weather for move-in day and their first day, so things are looking well for the new school year.
100%.
All right, well, thank you for starting your morning with us on this Wednesday morning. Just ahead at noon, UW La Crosse Chancellor James Beebe will give a welcome address for the fall semester later today. We'll take you there and tell you more about his priorities when we see you back here at noon.